Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are starting with the second part of the seventh chapter, that is the necklace. She was the prettiest of all, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. All the men noticed her, asked her name, and wanted to be presented. She danced with enthusiasm, intoxicated with pleasure, thinking of nothing but all his admiration. This victory, so complete and sweet to her heart. She went home towards 4 o'clock in the morning. So we had seen that her husband was taking the rest and she was enjoying with the other ladies, other wife of his husband's friends, and they were enjoying the party. And Matilda looked so beautiful, so pretty that everyone was looking at her, that how beautifully she was dressed up. And around 4 o'clock, they decided to move back home. Her husband had been half asleep in one of the little saloons since midnight, with the three other gentlemen whose wives were enjoying themselves very much. So the husband of Matilda, that is Mr. Loisel, was just sleeping since midnight in one of the saloons near the cab, and she was enjoying with the other gentleman's wife. He threw around her shoulders the modest wraps, and he carried whose poverty clashed with the elegance of the ball costume. She wished to hurry away in order not to be noticed by the other women who were wrapping themselves in rich furs. So they were trying to move back to their home, but he was feeling asleep, so he was not able to walk properly. Loza detained her. Wait, said he. I am going to call the cab. But she would not listen and descended the steps rapidly. When they were in the street, they found no carriage and they began to seek for one, hailing the coachman whom they saw at a distance. So he was saying to Matilda that you just wait for a few minutes. I will call a cab over you and we will move to the home in a cab. So Matilda is thinking that she is wearing such a beautiful dress, how beautiful she is looking. So maybe it is not possible for her to get into the cab with such a beautiful dress. But he is saying that you just wait over here, we will call the cab. And she started moving ahead, but she did not find any way. They walked along toward the river, hopeless and shivering. Finally, they found one of those old carriages that one sees in Paris after nightfall. So they did not find any cab at midnight, at night around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And initially, they finally found out one old carriage that they used to see in the Paris after nightfall. It took them as far as their door and they went wearily into their apartment. It was all over for her. And finally, they took that carriage and they went home and they entered into their apartment. It was all over for her. So finally, when they reached home, at that time the party was totally over for Matilda. And on this spot, he remembered that he would have to be at the office by 10 o'clock. And during that time, only the husband of Matilda just remembered that he has to be present at the office by 10 o'clock. She removed the wraps from her shoulders before the glass for a final view on herself in a glory. So she just finally saw her beauty for the last time in the mirror, because after that she will change the dress. So suddenly she uttered a cry. Her necklace was not around her neck. But when she went in front of the mirror to find out that how beautiful she looks in that dress and that beautiful necklace, she observed that the necklace was not there around her neck. Loisel, already half undressed, asked, "What's the matter?" She turned towards him excitedly. I have no longer have Mame Foster's necklace. So Loisel, when the husband is saying he was half undressed when she was trying to change his clothes, so he is saying to him that what's the matter? Why you shouted like this? So suddenly she turned around excitedly, and she is saying that I have no longer the necklace of Mrs. Foster. He arose in dismay. What? How's that? It is not possible. And they looked in the folds of the dress, in the folds of the cloak, and pockets everywhere. They could not find it. He asked, "You are sure still had it when we left the minister's house?" So They found it everywhere. That might be possible that it might be stuck into the dress or in the fold of a dress or in the fold of a clock anywhere, but they did not find anywhere the necklace. So now Mr. Lozile is asking to Matilda that are you sure that when we left from the minister's house you were having a necklace in your neck? Yes, I felt that when we came out. But if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Yes, it is possible. So Mr. Lozal is saying that if you are saying that you had heard the voice, you had observed that the necklace was there when we returned from the minister's house, then if the necklace has fallen in the street, then maybe the street was totally empty, so we had heard the noise of that. But if we did not heard that noise as well, maybe possible that it has fallen in the cab. Did you take the number? No. And you, did you notice what it was? No. They looked at each other, utterly cast down. Finally Losal dressed himself again. So he is asking that did you take the number of the cab, means the carriage, the number, seat number. So he is saying that no, I did not take. And finally he dressed up again. I am going, he said, over the track where we went on foot to see if I could find it. And he went. She remained in her evening gown, not having the force to go to bed. Towards 7 o'clock her husband returned. He had found nothing. He went to the police and to the cab offices, put an advertisement in the newspapers offering a reward. She waited all day in state of bewilderment. Before this frightful disaster, Loza returned in the evening, his face pale, and discovered nothing. So, Mr. Lozal is saying to his wife that, okay, I am moving and I am trying to find the necklace. So, he just went to the whole route where they were walking. He just said to the policeman, he just informed to the police advertisement be ready. He also ordered a reward that if someone would find a reward, should would find a necklace, they would offer a reward. But he did not find everything, anything. Sorry. He said, write to your friend that you have broken the collapse of necklace and that you will have to be repaired it. That will give us time. So now he is saying to Matilda that you just inform to Mrs. Foster, your friend, that by mistake you had just the collapse of the necklace has been broken by you by mistake. So you will repair that and hand over the necklace to her. So it will take some time. She wrote as he dictated. At the end of the week, they had lost all hope, and they waited for the whole week that if someone would find the necklace and hand over the necklace to them. But at the end of the week, they did not find anything, and he had already lost the hope. And Lozile, older by 5 years, declared, we must replace this in a jewel. In the shop of a palace royal, they found a chiplet of diamonds which seemed to them exactly like the one they had lost. It was valued at 40,000 francs. They could not get it for 36,000. So they observed in one jewelry shop the same type of necklace and same type of a diamond necklace, royal palace royal diamond necklace, and they observed that it was of the same shade, same color. It could be actually exactly replaced by that original necklace. So, and the value of that necklace, which was there at the jewelry's shop, was of 40,000 francs, and they were having only 36,000 francs. Lozal possessed 18,000 francs, which his father had left him. He borrowed the rest. He made reunions, promises, took money from the users and the people, whole race of lenders. So he was only having 18,000 with him, and the price of that diamond necklace was 40,000 francs, and he was only having 18,000. So ज्वेलरी शॉप में से बोला था कि 40,000 का है, इफ़ यू वांट टू परचेज यू वुड गेट इट बाय 36, हाईएस्ट रेट क्या था 36. तो उसने ही वॉज ओनली हैविंग 18,000 विच हिज फादर हैड ऑलरेडी लेफ्ट. He borrowed the rest. He made reunions, means he made promises. He just borrowed the money from the lenders. They went to get the new necklace, depositing on the merchant's counter 36,000 francs. When Ma'am Rosa took back to the jewels to Ma'am Foster, the latter said to her in a fresh tone, "You should have returned to them sooner. I might have been needed them." So after a week, they just received the necklace from the jewelry shop, and Mr. when Mrs. Lozile is Madam MME means ma'am. That is Madam Lozile is giving that jewelry to Fostier. She is saying that you should return this to me earlier because I needed them. Ma'am Foster did not open the jewel box as Ma'am Loser feared she would. What would she think if she should perceive the substitution? What should she say? What she take her for a robber? Ma'am Loser now knew the horrible life of necessity. She did her part, however, completely heroically. It was necessary to pay the freight that she would pay it. They sent away the maid, they changed their lodgings, they rented some rooms in an attic. So, Ma'am Fostier did not open the jewel box in front of Madame Lozelle. And if she would have opened, then also might be possible that what answers Madame Lozelle will give to Ma'am Fostier if she recognized that she had exchanged the jewels. Means it is not possible that the same type of jewelry should might be possible that थोड़ा बहुत तो change होगा. And Ma'am Lozelle was imagining that she had already changed her life. उसने उसका घर बेच दिया था, उसकी जो मेड थी उसको भी छुट्टी दे दी थी कि आप काम पर मत आओ. दे हैड चेंज देयर रेंटेड द हाउस, घर बेच दिया था, एंड दे वर लिविंग इन एन attic. She learned the arduous work of kitchen. She washed the dishes. She washed solid linen, their clothes, dish clothes, which she hung on a line to dry. She took down the refuse to street each morning and brought water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath, and clothed like a woman of a people. She went to the grocers, the butchers, and the fruiters with her basket in her arm, shopping, haggling, last so offer miserable money. So जो पहले जो उसने काम वाली बाई घर पे रखी थी शॉपिंग करने के लिए, अच्छी सी बैग लेकर जाती थी, पानी के लिए लाइन में कभी नहीं खड़ा रहना पड़ता था. She was doing all these things, but now because of this necklace she used to do all these things. एक बैग या थैली लेकर उसको सब्जी लेने के लिए, फ्रूट्स लेने के लिए छाना पड़ता था. शॉपिंग के लिए भी कोई अच्छी बैग उसके पास नहीं थी. पानी के लिए भी नीचे लाइन में खड़ा रहना पड़ता था सुबह जल्दी उठकर. ऑल दिस was the condition of her life after the necklace. The husband worked evenings, putting the books of some merchants in order, and the nights often did copying at 5 sous a page. And this life lasted for 10 years. At the end of the 10 years, they had resorted all. Ma'am Loisel seemed old now. She had become strong, hard woman, the crude woman of a poor household. Her hair badly dressed, her skirts very, her hands red. She spoke in a loud tone and washed the floors with large pails of water. But sometimes, when her husband was at the office, she would seat herself before the window and think of that evening party of former times, of all that ball where she was so beautiful and flattered. So उसका हस्बैंड जो था वो भी पूरा दिन वर्क करता था किसी के पास से, और बुक्स के लिए रात को ऑर्डर्स लेता था, बुक्स लिखता था 5-5 10-10 पेज करके. और ये सारी जो स्ट्रगल वाली लाइफ थी दे हैड लिव्ड फॉर 10 years. एट द एंड ऑफ द 10 years जो सारा डेट हुआ था उसका नेकलेस की वजह से वो सारा ख़त्म हो गया. एंड मिस मैम लोजेल की जो लाइफ थी वो दैट वाज लाइक अ पुअर ओल्ड वूमन की जो चाली में रहता है ना बॉम्बे में, दैट टाइप ऑफ पर्सन कि वो हर रोज़ सुबह चलती थी पानी के लिए, लाइन में खड़े रहने के लिए. दैन शी यूज़ टू वॉश द फ्लोर विद लार्ज पेड्स ऑफ वाटर, मतलब बहुत सा पानी गिरा के जैसे हम लोग फ्लोर्स और वो सब कुछ साफ़ करते हैं, दैट टाइप. और कभी कभी वो शाम को अकेली जब घर पे बैठती थी तो बारी के बाहर देखते देखते शी वॉज जस्ट इमेजिनिंग अबाउट दैट फॉर्मर पार्टी. शी ड्रेस्ड अप वेरी नाइसली. How would it have been if she had not lost the necklace? Who knows how singular is life and how full of changes. How small is a thing will ruin or save. One Sunday she was taking a walk in the Champ Aisles to rid herself in the cares of the week. She suddenly perceived a woman walking with a child. It was Ma'am Foster, still young, still pretty, still attractive. Ma'am Loisel was affected. She would speak to her, yes, certainly, and know that she had paid. शी वुड टेल हर ऑल, वाई नॉट. सो और एक दिन क्या हुआ कि शी इज़ थिंकिंग कि लाइफ जो है वो भी कितनी अजीब है. कुछ समय पहले कुछ नहीं था एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द सिंगल नेकलेस सब कुछ बदल दिया और इतना सब कुछ जो है लाइफ में चेंज आ गया. और एक शाम को जब वो गार्डन में घूम रही थी तो उसने एक औरत को देखा, एंड दैट लेडी वॉज नो वन बट शी वॉज अ मैम फर्स्ट ईयर, उसके साथ एक छोटी बच्ची थी। तो मैम लोज़ेल ने सोचा कि आज तो मैं मैम फर्स्ट ईयर को सब कुछ बता ही दूंगी। She approached her. Good morning, Jane. Her friend did not recognize her and was astonished to be so familiarly addressed by the common personage. She stammered, but ma'am, I do not know you. You must be mistaken. No, I am Matilda Loisel. Her friend uttered a cry of astonishment. Oh, my poor Matilda. Have you have changed? Yes, I had some hard days since I saw you and some miserable ones. All because of you. Because of me? How is it? So, ma'am Loisel just approach to first year and she is saying that, hey, hi, how's you? So she is saying that, sorry, but I could not recognize you. Who are you? Might be possible that you had mistaken. So ma'am Lozel is saying that, no, I have not mistaken anything, but I am Matilda Lozel. So she is saying that, oh, how you have changed drastically, see your condition. So ma'am Lozel is saying that, yeah, this condition is because of you, because I was passing since bad days. So she is saying that, why? Because of me? How is it possible? You recall the diamond necklace that you longed me to wear that the minister bought? Yes, very well. Well, I lost it. How is that since you returned it to me? I returned another to you exactly like that, and it has taken us 10 years to pay for it. अब मैम लोजल जो है वो उसको बताती है कि आपको याद है कि उस दिन आपने मुझे एक डायमंड नेकलेस दी थी वो मिनिस्टर के घर पे पहनने के लिए। तो शी इज़ सेइंग कि हाँ मैंने आपको दी थी। तो उसने बोला कि वो नेकलेस जो थी वो मेरे से खो गई थी, और वो नेकलेस खो गई तो उसका जो डेट था तो आपने मुझे रिटर्न किया वो। तो उसने बोला कि हाँ वो रिटर्न करने के लिए मुझे 10 साल लगे। यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट वॉज नॉट ईजी फॉर अस टू हैव नथिंग, बट इट इज़ फिनिश्ड एंड आई एम डिसेंटली कंटेंट। मैम फर्स्ट ईयर स्टॉप शॉर्ट। शी सेड, you say that you brought a diamond necklace to replace mine. Yes, you did not perceive it then. You were just alike. And she smiled with a proud and simple joy. Fine, Ma'am Foster was touched and took her hands as she replied, oh, my poor Matilda. Mine were false that were not worth over 500 francs. So, मटिल्डा को वो बोलते हैं मैडम फॉस्टर कि सीरियसली आपको 10 साल लगे मेरे जो नेकलेस थे वो रिप्लेस करने में? तो उसने बोला कि हाँ। तो उसने बोला कि क्या आप उसको रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं कर पाए कि वो नेकलेस तो नकली था, वो पूरे 500 फ्रेंसिस का भी नेकलेस नहीं था। सो दिस इज़ अ स्टोरी कि उसने जो नेकलेस दिया था दैट एक्चुअली दैट नेकलेस वाज नॉट अ रियल डायमंड नेकलेस। थैंक यू।